Tapos yung niluluto mo Nalangkabo pa. Paborito ko yan.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, happy Tuesday ho. Welcome mo sa ating program. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN. Welcome po. Magandang gabi ho sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ho ng United Kingdom. Welcome ho. Good evening ho sa inyo. At syempre sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok din ho ng Europe ho, no? Europe. Dahil marami ho tayong mga kababayan na hindi lamang ho sa United Kingdom, kundi sa buong Europe ho ay nanonood din ho sa atin. So welcome din ho sa atin. At syempre yung mga kababayan natin na outside of Europe, nasa Pilipinas, nasa Middle East, nasa Amerika, Canada, sa anumang bahagi ho kayo ng mundo, welcome ho sa ating program. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN, dito po sa ating palatuntunang Legal Advice Corner every Tuesday night dito po sa Filipino TV Europe. It's a special night tonight dahil ho, yung ating syempre yung Brains and Beauty na kasama natin, yung ating abogada ng bayan ho, no? Dito ho sa United Kingdom. Hindi lang ho siyang makakasama ho natin just for tonight, no? May makakapanayam din natin, makakausap din ho natin yung aming Consul General dito ho sa United Kingdom. Walang iba kundi si mamaya ko napapakilala ko na isa-isa, hindi ko na muna babanggitin. Basta meron akong kasama ngayon, kami ni attorney. Teka muna, pakilala ko muna si attorney, yung ating syempre, lagi niyong kasama to, lagi niyong nakikita. Kaano natin to? Ano yun? May expression, may word, ano ba yan? Social bubble. Anyway, tatanungin na lang natin. Mga kaibigan, ang managing partner po ng Deo Volente Solicitors, ang abogada ho ng bayan dito ho sa United Kingdom. Walang iba kundi yung ating ka-Happy Tuesday, si Attorney DANNA QUINTO. Attorney, Happy Tuesday!
Happy Tuesday, Mr. LARAGAN. It's sa ating mga ka-RSB. I think that's what we're looking for, Remote Social Bubble. Ika nga ni Edgar. Hello everyone. Good evening. Whether nasa UK man, or Europe, or sa iba mong sulok ng mundo. Ilan lang ba yung sulok ng mundo? Basta sa lahat ng taga-subaybay, welcome! It's a very special night dahil we're very privileged to have this guest tonight. Talagang nakakatuwa at it's an honor to have her, isn't it, Mr. LARAGAN? But before we start, Happy International Women's Day, March 8. It's International Women's Day. So mga women at mga taga-suporta ng women, Happy International Women's Day.
International Women's Day today, right? Today?
Correct, yes.
Ayan, tamang-tama. Kaya nga, we're so honored having her, no? Well, ikaw, of course, ikaw ay a woman, no? So, kasama ka namin and you've been doing this in a way, parang mission, no? Parang apostolate natin, mission natin of letting our kababayans know things about the law dito sa United Kingdom. Yeah, tama. Excited ako kasi kumbaga parang second in command yan Pagkatapos ng ambassador, normally merong deputy chief of mission pero wala tayo no? So parang in a way, ang susunod, parang vice president natin, parang ganyan, itong ating yung ating consul general dito sa sa United Kingdom. Siguro ikaw na magpakilala, attorney, dito sa ating makakasama natin to talk about in the International Women's day natin, and at the same time, anong relevance nito? Meron kasing parang, di ba, may parang ka-tie up sa iyo, no? Merong relevance nagsama yan. Kaya't, yan, sige, ipakilala mo nga, attorney, sige, ikaw na.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Laragan, sa prompt na yan. It's such an honor for me to introduce this person because she's very humble, very positive, very constructive, and makikita mo talaga na yung public service at yung malasakit niya sa community natin dito sa UK, Filipino community natin dito sa UK, sincere talaga. We, you know, we're very honored to take part in this project that we have an event that the embassy will host on Saturday. But really, I'm here to introduce this consul general or second in command ng ating Philippine embassy here in the UK. Without further ado, everyone, please welcome Consul General Ren Rodriguez. Welcome, Consul General, to our show. Magandang gabi po.
Good evening, Conjen. Magandang gabi sa'yo. Welcome.
Magandang gabi din. Magandang gabi, Mr. Sonny and Attorney DANNA. At magandang gabi sa mga taga-subaybay ng Legal Advice Corner. It's such an honor and a pleasure for me to be here to join you. First time ko sa Legal Advice Corner, so I'm so excited.
Well, we are so excited, no? When I found out na ikaw pala, no, may bago tayong although you started last December yata. Teka muna, kailan ka talagang officially naging consul natin? O namin?
I assumed in December, actually December 6 last. Although I have been here in the UK at the embassy since 2019, but in another role. And then yun nga, in December last year, 2021, I assumed as Consul General at the embassy.
Well, 2019, now this is 2022, 3 years ka na, no?
Yeah, so,
And,
2 years.
Oo. So, teka, kung tuloy-tuloy na yan, ang tour of duty ninyo ay 6 years. So,
Yes.
yung remainder ng sa'yo na yan, tuloy-tuloy na yan, ikaw na ating conjen dito, aming conjen.
Yeah, hopefully.
So, tuloy-tuloy na yan. Sanay ako sa opisina ng mga ni Conjen, halimbawa ni Sinen Mangalile, may malaking painting sa likod. Mukhang wala ka doon nasan ka ngayon?
Nandito ako ngayon sa kabilang building because as I said earlier, I was doing another job for the embassy before assuming as Consul General. So I was handling the political section and the cultural section. So ngayon, yun, multitasking. I'm still doing this for the embassy because we're understaffed and actually we're waiting for more colleagues to join us. So in the meantime, I'm still taking care of our political relations and cultural diplomacy. So nandito pa ako sa isang building.
Okay. So hindi ka nag-move doon sa kabila sa first yung first
hindi
door,
pa.
hindi pa. Ay.
Hindi pa.
Hindi kasi very prominent yung napakalaking painting sa likod niya.
Yeah,
sa
oo
likod,
nga.
oh.
It takes up the entire wall.
Entire wall. Wow. Imagine mo yan. Pagkalaki-laki noon. Well, okay. So thank you. And well, congratulations. We'd like to congratulate you dahil somehow ikaw na ang aming conjen for the next till the duration of your your tour of duty. So thank you for being a part of tonight's program. Dahil nga kasama niyo si Attorney DANNA, meron kayong legal clinic, and we would like to more or less have you on the show and tell us about how this partnership or this project came about. Ikaw ba, attorney, o si magsasagot nito?
Siguro, I'll
Conjen, paano ba to? Bakit naisip niyong mabanggit ko lang. In one of the celebrations of the RP UK RP Philippine Friendship Day, ang highlight noon was Pinoy Radio UK. Kami, no, with Ambassador si Manalo, si Ricky, si Ambassador Ricky Manalo, no? And during that time, Pinoy Radio UK ang parang hinighlight for the cooperation or parang Philippines UK friendship a day or month, no? And we had, I think, kung hindi ko, I think former ambassador ng UK to the Philippines and naging parang panauhin. And of course, with Ambassador Ricky Manalo. So yun, RP, Philippines, UK friendship or something, no? Ito maganda eh. International Women's Day. It's gonna be held. You're doing something in the embassy. At kasama si Attorney Danna Quinto. Paano nangyari yan?
Oo. Actually, hindi ko pa napasalamatan si Attorney Danna sa kanyang kind words when she was introducing me earlier. And actually, si Attorney Danna has been a great help. I don't know superlatives. Great help to the embassy sa ating pagtulong sa ating mga kababayan who are in distress. So the embassy has had Attorney Danna on speed dial for a long time pagdating sa legal concerns ng ating mga kababayan dito na tinutulungan ng embassy. So Attorney Danna, bless her heart, she expressed interest in the embassy in how do I put it, Attorney Danna, in parang being able to help more of our kababayans. Hindi lang yung mga entire need, di ba? Oo. But also yung mga, minsan, di ba, may mga concerns of a legal nature ka na they're there pero hindi naman urgent, di ba? Pero
That's right. Exactly.
In the back of your mind na gusto mong kumonsulta sa isang sa isang abogado, di ba? Ganon, oo.
Yeah,
so
right.
nag-swak actually, Mr. Sonny, nag-swak yung interest na yun ni Attorney Danna to help out, to be of service to our kababayans, and also the embassy's mandate and also desire to help more of our kababayans with their legal concerns. So over lunch one day na pag-usapan namin na mag-offer ng legal clinic, and ang natukoy naming date ay March 12, or we wanted a date sometime in March kasi gusto namin na ma-dovetail itong legal clinic with our celebration of National Women's Month.
So tama. Tama. So over lunch ba sabi mo? Over something, over lunch?
Over lunch.
Over lunch. Napag-usapan, it was formalized already. You were kumbaga pag-uusapan na nasa agenda na yan, but it was more or less finalized and explored while you were having lunch. So maganda at tama-tama, no?
Yeah, oh.
Maganda ang ginawa ninyo, no? Pero teka muna, di ba sometimes Kathy would be consulted, si Kathy, Kathy, ano ba tawag dito? Si Kathy, hindi ba
Kathy D.
Yes,
yeah.
Oo.
Because I remember when si Volts would be around, yun nga, sometimes, di ba, nakakasama niya si Kathy, no? But, okay. But that's good, At least, we're proud of you. Kasama namin dito sa Filipino TV Europe, sa Legal Advice Corner, si Attorney Danna Quinto, naka-highlight ngayon sa embassy.
Oo nga.
Pakita nga natin yung poster natin, legal clinic.
Yung poster natin na ginawa din through the and talent ng
Ayan. So in observance of the National Women's Month in March. Ayan, Philippine Embassy in London will hold a legal clinic on 12 March 2022 for Filipinos in need. Ano ba yan?
In need of legal advice.
Of legal advice. Ayan, on the following matters. Attorney, ano nga yung mga following? Ayan, no? Okay. Ayan ba? Ayan, paano pa? Yan, tama ba yan? Conjen?
Yeah, oo, tama. Yung email address na pinakita kanina, yun ang we advise yung mga gustong mag-avail themselves of the free legal clinic sa Sabado, March 12. We advise them to to email us dito sa email address na to, philippinesinuk.events@gmail.com, para mabigyan, and then we will, once they email us, we will reply and give them a slot.
Oh, okay.
Kasi
Cool.
the legal clinic will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pero kasi one-on-one consultation ito.
Exactly.
And oo. And si Attorney Dana will bring 3 of her colleagues
Oh, wow.
to dispense free legal advice on that day. So ginagawan namin ng slot bawat isa.
Ayan. Okay, so they have to email you. Parang nakasulat Philippines in UK dot may dot ba?
Philippines
Tama
in
ba?
UK.events
Philippines in
@gmail.com.
UK dot events @gmail.com. So tell your friends about it. Mag-email ho kayo. Kung sakaling they turn up, baka ang slot nila nasa huli. Ganun ba ang mangyayari? Conjen?
Yes, oo.
So kailangan
Kasi
mag-email
parang
na agad kayo.
ano,
Oo.
first come, first serve.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
First serve basis.
All right.
So, mag-email na po kayo.
Ayan. Pwede rin ba? Kasi may mga pupunta, siyempre yung mga some of our viewers, kakilala, no? And they'd like to see Dana in person, attorney, siguro papapirma rin ng autograph. Pwede rin ba sa inyo, Conjen, pag nakita ko, papapirma ng autograph sa inyo?
Oo. Mr. Sunny, maliit ang ating limited ang ating space, and then we will set up tables para dun sa one-on-one legal consultation with Attorney Dana and her colleagues. So maaaring baka hindi tayo magkasya.
Ay, hindi. Sa baba lang siguro. Hindi. Naintindihan natin. Limited lang siguro. May distansya ba when you conduct your clinic sa,
Yes,
pag nag-conduct ba sila sa may distance ng
for privacy,
konti,
for privacy
for privacy din, no?
patient, and also for some social distancing.
I don't know, no? Parang this is the first time yata we're doing this.
I
don't think, have we done it before? Parang hindi ko pa
in
naalala.
the recent history of the Philippine Embassy, it looks like it looks like it's the first time.
Something,
And with through the kindness of Attorney Dana and her colleagues, we hope to make it a regular activity. So quarterly, or even more frequent than quarterly.
Yeah.
Sana magka-legal clinic para yung ating mga kababayan na merong may mga legal questions, legal concerns, maaari silang magkonsulta for free kina Attorney Dana and her team, her colleagues.
May tanong na kagad dito, Attorney kay Edgar Duway, no? May papasok mo natin direct, no? Okay. Parang bukod doon sa pag-email para masama, ayan, ang tanong ano po ba ang dapat dalhin sa dadalo sa Sabado?
I think,
yeah.
Conjen, from you go first.
No, ang sasabihin ko sana as si Attorney Dana ang mas makakasagot siguro kasi siguro kailangan
requirements sila, no? Tama.
Related sa kanilang mga concerns. Lahat ng dokumento na
Exactly.
May kailangan madalhin, Attorney? Or parang muna?
Hindi naman requirement, but in order to maximize, kaya yung topic natin ngayon is tips for maximizing or making the most out of your legal consultation. So may allocated 30 minutes for yung one-on-one. So kung may evidence kayo, may agreement na yun ang related dun sa question nyo, dalhin nyo na po lahat ng dokumento na related dun sa issue na i-consult nyo. Para ready na po tayo. Ready tayong tingnan yun. Ready tayong basahin yun. Instead of you looking at your email, hanapin nyo pa, yung ready na po tayo. That would be most helpful. Para din po sa inyo yun. And yeah, I think as far as, ako naman, andun naman kami, may mga breaks in between. So kung hindi tayo kasya dun sa loob. I mean, I'm sure Conjen would be able to be fine with this. We're happy to go out during May lunch break. We're happy to say hello to people during lunch break. We're happy to sit down and go out for a coffee during lunch break. Kung may mga taga-legal advice corner na dadalo dyan. kung may tanong kayo, kung may issue, kung may legal consultation kayo na gusto much better na mag-book kayo. But even if you want to say hello, for me personally, bearing in mind yung social distancing, I'm happy to try as much as I can to make it happen. I know there's a coffee shop near the Philippine Embassy. May Cafe Nero ata dyan na malapit eh.
Meron?
So,
Pagtawid siguro, meron. No? Oo. Ikaw ba?
we'll make sure everyone is happy as well. From my team and I's perspective, we're there to give service. We're there to assist. We're there to give our time. Whether or not book ka or hindi ka book, if we can help, if we can see you, if we can give advice to you, if we can say hello, we will do that. So. That's our mission on that day.
Ayan, okay. So, exciting yan, no? You get to see, yun nga, hindi tayo magka-crowd sa taas, either one by one, no? Or makababa siguro, magkakita-kita tayo, mag-photo-photo, mag-ready nyo na yung mga ballpen ninyo for the autographs from Attorney Dana and of course, si Conjen. Conjen, sama ka na muna namin dito sa aming siguro we will have you hanggang sa mag-discuss na topic si attorney, no? Para kasama ka rin sa mga sa tanong-tanong at finally at least makikita ng mga kababayan natin na may bago na pala tayong Conjen, no? Some of our kababayans may know it but siguro yung iba hindi rin, no? So it's a wonderful opportunity na through the program Legal Advice Corner nakasama ka namin dahil nga merong National Women's Month na sineselebrate at the same time merong legal clinic, no? Na ginagawa na pinagsabay, nagkaugnay, no? Puro kayo women's, no? Isang napakahusay na Consul General, no? Diba? Na diplomat. And then of course, isang Pinay na, alam mo, attorney, Conjen, si attorney has raised the profile of Filipinos by being the managing partner, diba? Siya, kumbaga, siya top honcho. Oh, diba?
At such a young age.
At such a young age, mahusay. At saka schoolmate ko to. Damer din to. Para kami taga North Dame. Damer to sa Mindanao, ako naman sa Metro Manila, no? So, okay. Eto na. Mag-greetings tayo. Sige, go.
Wow.
Ayan, okay. So, meron kami hulaan dito eh. May hulaan kami. Conjen, may hulaan kami dito. Pinahuhula ko kay attorney kung sino sa palagay niya ang unang bumate for tonight. Sige.
Minsan tama ako, minsan hindi. Feeling ko ngayon si Oliver Fernandez. Feeling ko lang ngayon.
Yan ang mga top natin, kumbaga top notchers natin, Oliver Fernandez, Marian Galicia Paner, no? Okay, so you're going for si Oliver Fernandez. Tingnan natin kung tama si attorney o mali. At siya ang witness natin si Conjen. Tingnan natin.
Sound effect.
Okay. All right. Okay. Si Edgar Duay. Sige, attorney, let's see. Go tayo.
Sabi ni Edgar Duay, magandang gabi. Happy Dagdag Kaalaman Day sa inyong lahat. Hi, Attorney DQ, legendary slip, SONNY, LARAGAN, and awesome, talented, direct PPRP sa aking mga ginagalang na SRB, which is Social Remote Bubble. Okay. Lang po sa Panginoon and Happy International Women's Day, mga kababaihan. Mabuhay. Mabuhay.
Mabuhay. Uy, nanalo ng Woman of the Year ba? Ano ba nanalo si Senator Rocco nung araw? I don't know if you remember that, Conjen, na si Senator Rocco won, Woman of the Year or something.
Honorary Woman of the Year.
Honorary Woman of the Year, si Senator Raul Rocco. Nung araw. Yan.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. So, sige. Sinong pangalawa natin? Pangalawa natin. Sige. Attorney, so once here...
Fernandez. Panindigan ko na si Oliver Fernandez.
Oliver Fernandez pa rin ba?
Oliver Fernandez.
Okay, sige. Tingnan natin. Lalaki ba si Oliver ba o iba? Alright.
Wala talaga.
Marian Galicia Paner. Okay lang yan. Kasi hindi natin ma-predict yan eh. We cannot predict kung sino makakahula, sinong lalabas, no? Which is the fun and the beauty of yung ating little contest that we do. Alright, so yeah. Ano sabi niya?
Yeah,
Bumabati
Marian
ba siya?
Bishop. Hello po, Kuya Sonny and Attorney Dana at sa lahat po. Happy Tuesday po and stay safe and God bless us po. Thank you, Marian. Naku, next week, ikaw
Oy.
na talaga yung boboto ko.
Marian, oo. Okay, sige. Last na lang siguro, manghula ka. Ito, she would like to see, ang hint ko lang, she would love to see us, love to see you. No?
Si Tita
pupu-
Cora yan. Si Tita Cora ba yan? Hindi
Hindi,
niya si
hindi,
Oliver.
hindi. Sige, go. Hula natin. Sige, sino? Hindi si Tita Cora. Sige.
Hindi ba si
La-
Tita Cora? Hindi naman ako.
Last week pa to na binabanggit natin yung pangalan niya. She's talaga eager to see kung sino ikaw, makita ka. Yeah.
Sino ba yan? Okay, sirit na.
Okay, sige na. Sige.
Sino na ba?
Sige. Aba, meron pang ano pa. Sige na. Ayan. Oo. Analu Antipuesto. Last week pa siya, attorney. Kung na-notice mo sa message board natin, she would love to see us. Love to see
I'd
you.
love to see you. I'd love to see you. I think na-forward ko yung name mo din, Analu, kay Vice Consul. So, I hope to see you on Saturday. I hope to sana magkita-kita nga tayo sa Sabado.
Ayan, oo. Well, okay. Sino pa ba? Mga susunod. Ayan. Oy, Analu Antipuesto. Ayan, Kuya Sunny. Andito si si Conjen Renita, attorney tuloy. Conjen, bakit medyo unique ang pangalan mo? Parang Renita. Hindi naman ganun ka-regular. Hindi sa normal kundi regular. How did it come about, Renita? Have you ever asked your mom or your dad kung bakit Renita? Kasi Renato, di ba? Renata. May mga ganyan, Renata. No? Renita yan eh. Oo.
Actually, sabi ng parents ko, Mr. Sunny, it's a Mexican name. Or it's a Spanish name. Kasi my aunt used to work in a hospital and meron daw isang Mexican couple who gave Mexican mother who gave birth to a baby girl, and they named her Renita without an H. And then nagustuhan ng aunt ko, and then so at that time my mom was pregnant with me, and sinuggest daw niya na Renita na lang, but to vary it a bit, ninagyan ng H.
Naging ninang ba?
Gawing Filipino,
Naging
a
ninang
little
mo ba?
bit.
Naging ninang mo ba, Conjen?
Oo.
Naging ninang mo yung auntie mo? Kasi siya parang in a way attributed yung pangalan mo sa kanya, di ba?
Oo, hindi ko siya naging ninang, pero we call her Ninang.
Really? Okay.
She's the ninang of my eldest sister, and so when we were young kids, naririnig namin yung sister namin na tinatawag siyang Ninang, so kami rin lahat Ninang ang tawag namin. But
okay.
my eldest
Wow.
sister,
Conjen, you finished, hindi ko lang off-air o on-air ko na itanong kanina, na ikaw ay nagtapos ng Masscom or Com Arts, no? Masscom sa Pilipinas, sa UP. Pag sinabing Masscom, parang related either sa writing, journalism, advertising work, or PR work, or broadcasting sa media. Bakit ka na pumasok ng foreign service?
I got interested na meron kasing I was with the private sector then. I was with it was an information services company, one of the pioneers in business processing, business process
Outsourcing, ganun?
business process outsourcing.
Ganun.
Sa-
BPO, so.
So I was working for this information services company, and then one of a colleague of ours doon sa company na yon resigned and joined the government. First, he joined the Department of Trade and Industry, and then later on, we learned na he joined pala the DFA. He took the Foreign Service Officers examinations and passed it, of course. And so from DTI, he moved to the DFA. And so one day, he paid a visit to us doon sa old company niya, yung company namin in the private sector. And then kinuwento niya na na he's now with the Department of Foreign Affairs. He took the Foreign Service Officers Examination. And I just got interested dun sa mga niya, mga kwento niya na na on what a Foreign Service Officer does. And it was an opportunity. I figured it was an opportunity for me to serve my country. So sabi ko, I'll try my luck with the Foreign Service Officers exam. So yun. And the rest is...
galing eh. Ambassador na ba siya? Yung nauna sa'yo?
Ambassador rank na. Now, na siya, Consul General in one of our posts.
Really? Oh.
In Asia.
Well, some of the stories are, for example, si Ambassador Frank, no? Si Frank Simofranca, it was his dad who was pushing him, egging, pumasok ka. Tapos si Conjen Bernie Fernandez was through an ad in a newspaper, a huge ad, no?
Yeah,
Travel the world or something like that. See the world, parang ganong advert, no? Yun. So, yun, So, ikaw pala, it was through a friend and who started with DTI and eventually nagpunta sa sa Department of Foreign Affairs. So yeah, at least now it's not just na nalalaman natin attorney kay Conjen kung bakit nga siya natin natin siya ngayon, di ba? And sa public service. Teka muna.
Iba-ibang kwento namin. Iba-ibang kwento namin.
Si Ambassador Myla, attorney, aquatic ang tinapos. Pero mga iba lawyers kamukha ni Ambassador Testis de Vega, attorney ni DCM asawa ni Bernie si
Noel Fernandez.
Si Noel. Ayan, mga abogado sila Volt sa mga abogado yan.
Si Ambassador Leo Lim is also a lawyer.
Ambassador, Leo Lim. So may mga abogado, pero Mascom, iba-iba no? Kanya-kanya kayong mga fields and it means na maski anong field ka pa, pwede ka pala. And eventually, okay. So ilang years from now, after your matapos ka rito na 3 years mo, then syempre parang home muna kayo, babalik muna kayo for I don't know how many 2 to 3 years. And then by the next assignment mo, would you be an ambassador ka na ba, Conjen, more or less?
Hopefully, I hope. By God's grace. By God's grace.
Nga. Sige, that's good. Kita mo, attorney, mga kaibigan natin, puro mga abogado. Ayan. Okay, tuloy lang natin yung mga pang-greetings natin, no? Sige, greetings na direct. Sige, pasok lang natin. Para at least makasama din si attorney si Conjen sa pagbasa. Ayan.
Ayan, si Anna Lou, just send good evening po, Attorney Dana and Kuya Sonny. Happy Tuesday po sa inyo and sa lahat po. Wow.
Okay. Antong kay Edgar ba to? Ayan, maligayang
Edgar Duay, maligayang pangbansang kababaihan sa inyong lahat, lalo na sa mga sumusunod. Ma'am Cora Carsola, Darmin Ballerignon, Emeline Rafael, Direk Paula Patricia, Roque Perez, MM Giling, Miss Paner, my 3 Virginian, lalo na kay Attorney Dana and Attorney Lara or Lira C siguro, yes. May roll call talaga si Ed. Galing.
Okay, wow. O sige. Ano yung mga direct, sige, yung mga sunod-sunod na, okay, Mary Rose Fronda. Ayan, sige, yes. Pakibasa. Ayan, ayan.
Mary Rose Fronda says, hello, Sir Sonny and Attorney Donna. Good evening po sa lahat. Happy International Women's Day sa mga kababaihan po. God bless and stay safe po. Yes, God bless and stay safe din, Mary Rose.
Kasama namin siya, pakita mo si Conjen, ito ang aming Consul General dito po. Since December po si Conjen Renita Rodriguez no. So ayan siya ating kasi merong event ngayon sa itong coming Saturday na malapit na at it is in connection in conjunction in parang ganun in celebration of National Women's Month. And the embassy has parang joined forces with Attorney Dana and Deo Valente Solicitors para sa ating mga kababayan sa parang legal clinic. Ayan. So alas 9 hanggang alas 5 yan, no? So ayan.
Correct.
All right. O, sino? Oliver
Yes.
Fernandez. Na-late si Oliver, pero okay lang.
After yung binoto ko, mga after.
Oo, binoto ka ha, Oliver, ha? Ni attorney, ha?
Kanina pa kita binoto eh.
Sige. Mahal natin yan.
Good morning. Oliver Fernandez says, good morning from Everett, Washington. Happy Tuesday. Attorney Dana, Kuya Sonny, Direct Pao, and to the avid followers of Legal Advice Corner. Running some errands while listening to our program po. Wow. O, ingat ha. Ingat.
Sige.
Ikot dyan if you're driving.
Ayan, sige.
Rudy Lebrojo says, Happy Tuesday po, beautiful people. God bless us all from Team Lebrojo. Wow.
All right. Okay.
Rachel Catwinsa Bautista. Hello, Attorney Dana at Sir Sonny. Happy, blessed Tuesday and safe day to everyone. Glad to see you, Rachel. Or I think last week.
Oh, yan. Si
Ay,
Cora.
si Tita Cora. Hello, Conjen Renita. Sir Sonny, Attorney Dana, and everyone. Magandang gabi. That's Tita Cora. Isa po yan sa mga regulars natin. Hi, Tita Cora.
Yes, si Ma'am Cora. Yan, si Ma'am Cora.
Miss Cora.
Nabit mo na ba si Ma'am Cora, si Ma'am Cora Carzola? Have you met her?
I don't think so.
Okay. Kasi meron kasing every Saturday dyan, may mga yung grupo ng there used to be mga seminars na natigil yata yan eh. Oo.
Oo, ng ating Philippine Overseas Labor Office.
Oo. Kung 2019 dyan ka, nandiyan ako, nagturo ako ng parang may seminar ako ginawa, no? Yung speech development through broadcast training yata. Oo.
Wow.
Yeah. Although teacher namin sa Notre Dame nung elementary teacher si Ma'am Cora, ako naman ang naging parang teacher nila o parang facilitator naman sa kurso na 'yon. So ayan, Ma'am Cora, good evening to you, ha. Ayan, ito na, nakikita mo si Conjen Ren, no? Ayan.
Yeah, Rudy
Lebrojo. Ayan, okay. Happy.
The same from, happy Tuesday po, beautiful people. God bless us all from Team Lebrojo.
Ayan.
Yes.
All right.
Edgar Duay, ang cute naman ni Conjen. Ganda din tumawa. Cute. Welcome po sa aming remote social bubble, Dagdag Kalamande.
Welcome siya. Okay, welcome daw. Conjen, welcome.
Mr. Edgar Duay.
Ayan, I think Edgar Duay is coming siguro. So, they will be coming yata. Tama ba? You're coming, diba? I think they promised to be there, no?
And
parang
we
day out
have
nila yan.
an all-women team from DV. So people that you watched here, kasi Conjen, dinala ko din dito sa Legal Advice Corner, yung mga colleagues ko. So that they provided advisor topics na hindi, not necessarily in specialization ko. So Manpreet, Farida will be there. So we've got immigration as well, immigration advisors who are coming. Angel Massey, who you probably have heard, or pag nagko-consult kayo, parati kong sinasabi na doon kayo sa immigration colleague ko na si Angel Massey. She's coming as well, very, very excited to advise the legal community, as well as Rona Azir. It's a full, an all-women team from DV. Will be supported by Lauren Cochin na nakita niyo sa aming Legally Fit Thursday. So isa siya dun sa mga nakikita niyo na na workmate ko na super fit, super energetic and very warm. Lauren's coming, Angel is coming, all the usual DV people are coming. We're all very excited to see the Filipino community. So just to put that in context, Conjen, meron kaming little exercise that we do every Thursday just to get people interested in exercising. Nag-exercise po kami sa office every Thursday.
Magaling, no? Magaling ang kultura sa opisina, no? Physical fitness, you have to be, Oh, that's good. That's
because
good.
Yung receptionist po namin ay dating fitness instructor. So,
okay. Tama.
So she's coming as well. She's coming. She's very excited to meet you and to meet everyone. So,
Ayan, So sabi ni Edgar Duay kanina, yun nga, ang cute daw ni Conjen, no? Tumawa, no? So ito, naman. Edgardo Castian, ano ba mga pagbati nito? Yan, okay.
Ayan. Good evening, Mr. Laragan, Attorney Dana, Direct Pao, and Consul Rodriguez, Consul General Rodriguez. Happy Tuesday to all. Coming from Canary Wharf, Jubilee Line, very busy, going to Waterloo. This is Edgardo reporting. So meron din po kami roving reporter, Conjen. Siya po ang
Yes.
nagre-report sa BC ang tube around this.
So, ingat ha. Nasa work pa siya, no?
Ingat
Ito.
pa So, nagre-report po yan. So, for everyone who's affected, very busy daw ang Jubilee Line.
Okay, all right. Ayan, Emar Beligolo. Good evening po. Sige, Emar, mabuhay ka, Emar, no?
Taga saan pa ba, Emar?
Okay, Aloysius Riley. Can you share
Alan,
Attorney Dana email address, please, Kuya Allen
Yes.
Riley?
We'll
At the end of the show, no, we share that pagka si Attorney Dana has a topic to discuss, and then afterwards may mga questions, no, sa kanya. So okay, sige, go. Uy, si Bernadette.
Oh,
Bernadette.
Sonny
Conjen ito, ma'am, property magnet to, no? Talagang maraming mga properties. Ayan, si Bernadette Bisdi. Ayan, Bernadette Bisdi. Happy Tuesday, Sunny Laragan, Attorney Dana, Conjen Rodriguez. She's watching from Twickenham, no? Great show. Oy, thank you very much. And then, pinakikilala din namin yung si Conjen. At the same time, kasi tinatain natin doon sa kung libre ka, Bernadette, you can drop by the embassy Sunday or tell her friends about it na kung meron silang mga
Saturday po, Sabado.
Sorry.
Sabado po.
Ano sabi ko? Sorry.
Wala
Sabado.
pa ako Sunday.
Sabado. I'm sorry, Sabado. March 12, Sabado. Sunday tuloy. Sabado. Bernadette, dali mo sila Sabado. 9 to 12 kung meron silang may mga kilala
9 to 5 po.
9 to 5. 9 to 5, I should say. 9 to 5. Ayan. Sabado, 9 to 5. Magdala kayo ng mga may friends kayong kakilala na gusto magtanong. Ayan. Pwede yung mga encompassing ng legal, hindi lang, problems, disputes, work, landlord, immigration, lahat.
Family matters.
Exactly.
Family matters.
It's a full service. It's a full service legal clinic. So hindi lang immigration, hindi lang family matters, hindi lang litigation, or hindi lang probate, but all of those. And that was only possible because of my colleagues dito sa DD Solicitor. So really thank you to them. Happy International Women's Day to them as well. Dahil they made this possible. They were happy and very much willing to take part. Out of work hours, they were quite happy to give part to the community as well. So thank you guys.
Ayan, Oy, kailangan mag-email na kayo para kung sakasakali masagot na kayo ni Conjen ng team ni Conjen, no? Conjen, when you get back to them, what do you give them a block of time o ano bang sistema niya? Then email sa Philippines asan ba yung direct? Asan yung email natin? Pakita mo nga. Ayun, philippinesinuk.events@gmail.com. Yan. So they email that what comes back to them, you say hi, hello, we're acknowledging receipt of your email, and then do you doon na sa email you give them a schedule, a time?
Yeah, we give them a schedule. And then paminsan may back and forth kasi if they're not available dun sa
sabihin yung time.
Sometimes
Okay.
they would propose another slot, and if that slot that they want is not yet taken, then we give it to them.
Ayan, okay. The whole day yan, mga kaibigan. Mga kababayan, So, okay. Ayan, sige, tuloy natin yung pagbati. Oy, si Glover. Right. Magandang gabi. Watching from PRUK. Sige, go ahead. Rudy Librojo. Happy Women's Day. Mabuhay. Sino to? Panganay bunso. Sino ito?
Kuya Sonny and Attorney, kindly greet naman ang mga anak sa Pinas, Erich, and Ivan. Salamat. Happy Tuesday. Erich and Ivan.
Ivan, yung mami nyo ba yan? Si panganay bunso. Nandito sa UK, no? Mabuhay kayo.
Sa UK. Mabuhay kayo.
Ayan.
Nako,
Alright,
nakakatawa
sino?
naman.
Okay, yes. Okay, sino? Sino sunod? Direct. Ano bang, Ayan, oh, okay.
Annalou Antipues, thank you. Yes, sa afternoon si Annalou. I think I've seen afternoon then. Yeah, nakita ko yung ano. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's the
I'm
afternoon.
really
Okay,
looking
all right.
forward to that, Annalou. I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll be able to see you guys there. Rosemary Guban says, Happy Tuesday, Attorney Donna, Sir Sonny, and Conjen Renita. Ang ganda ng pangalan mo, Conjen. At sa lahat, good evening. Ano nga?
From Mexico yan.
Pang
From Mexico. Oo. From Mexico to the Philippines via the tita. Oo, okay.
Cultural appropriation.
Oo nga. Oh, okay. Ano tong, RG Minodin. Yan.
Happy Tuesday po sa maganda at matalino Attorney Donna Quinto and to Kuya Sonny at sa lahat po ng kababaihan sa buong mundo. Happy Women's Day to all po. Thank you, RG. Nakakataba naman ng puso. Thank you. Maraming salamat. RG, kasama natin si Conjen Renita as well here to introduce her to our Filipino community. A very inspirational, talking about women, very inspirational of Filipino women, si Conjen Renita.
Thank you.
Well, Conjen, yeah, so would you like to invite them siguro and then perhaps baka may message ka sa ating mga kababayan, not only for the Saturday thing na baka may gusto pa kayong anunsyo, nasa yung pagkakataon, if you wanna add on to other announcements that you have sa embassy. So yeah, paki-invite sila dito sa ating event para sa Sabado from 9 to 12 with Attorney Danna. Go right ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. So muli po, inaanyayahan namin kayo na kung meron kayong legal concern, gusto nyong ng legal advice on employment, family matters, immigration, pumunta po kayo sa aming legal clinic sa Philippine Embassy dito sa number 10, Building 10, Suffolk Street, dito sa malapit po sa Trafalgar Square. Between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. po sa Sabado, March 12, ay magkakaroon po ng legal clinic, the Philippine Embassy in partnership with Deo Valente Solicitors, sina Attorney Danna and her colleagues. Apat po sila na kababaihan na solicitors na magdi-dispense ng free legal advice during free legal consultation po sa Sabado, March 12 during the legal clinic po at the Philippine Embassy. So kung nais po ninyong pumunta at magkonsulta sa ating mga solicitors led by Attorney Danna, mag-email po kayo sa philippinesinuk.events@gmail.com para po mabigyan namin kayo ng slot sa araw na yon. At may dadagdag ako, Mr. Sonny,
yeah,
Attorney
Danna. Yes, please take the chance, yeah.
We will see them sa Saturday sa ating legal clinic. And apart from our legal clinic, gusto lang naming ipaalala na malapit na po ang ating overseas voting. Mag-uumpisa na po ang voting period para sa mga overseas voters sa April 10 hanggang May 9 po. Dahil po ang voting, ang method for voting in the UK and Ireland for the 2022 national elections is exclusively postal voting. Kaya po pakihintay po ang inyong mga ballots na ipapadala sa inyo. I-mail po namin sa inyong registered postal address. Doon po sa address na nilagay ninyo nung nag-register kayo dito sa embassy or kung saan po kayo nag-register. Ngayon po, kung may bago na kayong address, nais po namin kayong paalalahanan na abisuhan po ninyo kami sa inyong bagong mailing address para po doon namin maipadala ang inyong balota. So, paano nyo kami maaabisuhan na may bago na kayong postal address? hinihiling po namin na sana by March 18, next week na po 'yon, ay makapag-email po kayo ng inyong bagong address sa londonpe.voting@gmail.com. Doon po sa email nyo yon, sa address na to, londonpe.voting@gmail.com, pakibanggit po ninyo kung ano ang inyong bagong address para po doon namin maipadala ang inyong balota. Kung naman pong nais nyong i-check kung kayo ay nasa certified list of overseas voters, maaari po kayong pumunta, i-access po ninyo ang aming website, londonpe.dfa.gov.ph, at doon po sa homepage, may makikita kayong Halalan 2022, or pwede nyo pong i-search Halalan 2022. Sa Halalan 2022 po, may drop-down menu, piliin po ninyo yung certified list of voters. Pag-click po ninyo, lalabas na ang listahan, alphabetical po, ng certified list of voters for the UK, at makikita niyo po ang pangalan niyo doon. For the UK and Ireland po.
Pakiulit nga ulit, Conjen, yung huling sinabi mo. That is to check if your name is actually on the list.
To check kung kung po ay registered voter, kung nasa certified list of overseas voters kayo. Kasi po kung wala kayo sa listahan na yon, ay wala pong balota na naka-allot sa inyo na ipapadala ng COMELEC. So walang ipapadalang balota ang COMELEC sa amin, sa embassy, na nakapangalan sa inyo. Kaya paki-check po kung nandoon ang pangalan ninyo kita nyo po ito sa website ng Philippine Embassy, londonpe@dfa.gov.
Okay, so London PE sa website.
Sa website po ng embassy.
Mismo ng embassy, ng Philippine Embassy dito. So check, may makikita doon.
May makikita po kayong link doon, Halalan 2022.
Halalan 2022.
May drop-down menu, pag-click nyo po doon, makikita nyo CLV, yung Certified List of Overseas Voters. Pag-click po ninyo, lalabas na ang listahan ng mga registered voters sa UK and Ireland, at hanapin po ninyo yung pangalan nyo doon. Pag nandun po yung pangalan nyo, ibig sabihin ay maipapadala pong balota ang COMELEC sa Philippine Embassy sa London, at yung pong balota na yon na naka-allot sa inyo ay ipapadala namin sa inyo sa inyong registered postal address.
Okay, at kung nagbago ang address, you have until the 18th of March.
March 18 po.
Pakibigay nga yung email address sa direct, ilabas mo nga.
Oo, londonpe.
Yan,
Gmail.
Ayan. So for those of you who have changed your addresses, pwede hong umabol pa, pero sa 18th hanggang 18th of March.
Opo.
Pero ang mailing nyo ng mga you will surely be mailing all of these prior to April 9, no? Which is the start of the election.
As soon as ma-receive po namin from COMELEC, any day now po ay in-expect namin na ma-receive namin yung balota.
Alright.
Sa ngayon po wala pa. But any day now ay in-expect namin na ma-receive na namin ng mga ballots. And as soon as ma-receive po namin ng mga ballots, ay ipiprepare na namin sila para mai-mail na sa inyo, mai-post na sa inyong mga addresses.
Yan bang sa embassy ba, meron na ba nag-register ng mga mga party, parang watchers and everything? Kasi I remember during the last elections, masaya, no? Masaya dahil, alam mo na, no, nung panahon na yon, yung mga watchers, nagkakatalo-talo, ngayon, medyo exciting dito bagong election natin, no? Because andyan ngayon ang mga kandidatong medyo, no? So, meron ba tayong mga accredited watchers na? Are you going to be accrediting watchers?
Ang accreditation po ng poll watchers ay through COMELEC. So kung meron po kung nais po ninyo magpa-accredit as poll watcher, paki-contact po ang COMELEC Office of Overseas Voting. Ang email address naman po ay overseasvoting@comelec.gov.ph.
Ayan. Okay, well, thank you very much, Conjen. Thank you very much for being a part of tonight's show. At we look forward to seeing you this Saturday, no? Sa ating National Women's Month, no? In coordination with Deo Valente, no? Sila Attorney Dana for the Legal Advice Clinic. So excited kami, no? Thank you very much for being a part of tonight's show and telling them how to be, to be included in the list of those who would be, who would be consulting itong team ni Attorney Dana. So maraming salamat, mabuhay till the next time that we have thank you po sa info. Broadway Barte, thanks for the info daw. So anong email address ulit? londonpe. Uli sa for the schedule? Hindi yung schedule direct. Ito.
Yung legal clinic ba?
Yung clinic, yeah.
Philippines in UK.events@gmail.com.
Ayan, mag-email ho kayo para nang sa ganun, sigurado ho may slot ho kayo dyan. Dahil kung konti yung space ho ay maliit lang, kailangan magkaroon ho ng kumbaga naka-traffic ho. May traffic naka-traffic ang mga magkakonsult. Management tayo.
May gagawin then to help out with the traffic. But it's also good na antabay pa rin tayo dahil may COVID pa rin na may ikot-ikot sa...
Yes, we're not really out of the woods pa, so to speak, na completely. Conjen, maraming salamat. Mabuhay ho kayo, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Till the next time again, pagka meron kayong mga announcements, siguro kukontakin namin kayo rito or huwag kayong magkatabiling kumontak sa amin. Yes. Tayo, Pinoy Radio UK and Filipino TV Europe has been a part of the embassy since 2009, no? With all the ambassadors na si Tess Dizon de Vega, Bernie Fernandez, Myla Makahilig, Sinan Perfecto, and even partly with kay Arlene, no? Makaisa, no? Yes, so okay. Maraming salamat till the next time again. Mabuhay ho. No?
Very much.
Ingat.
Mabuhay kayo and see you on Saturday.
See you on Saturday. Ingat sa biyahe pa uwi, ha?
Saturday.
Ayan. Mga kaibigan, yung ating pinakamamahal na Consul General ho dito, si Conjen Renita Rodriguez, no? At ayan, sa Sabado ho, no? You get a chance to see her because she's gonna be there sa ating legal clinic, no? Because National Women's Month yan, attorney, no? At puro kayo babae. Puro babae, no? Kompleto.
Puro kami babae. It's an all-women's team including 4 solicitors and a trainee solicitor. And then our admin, yung si Lauren, you've seen it on my post as well. So it's quite a good team, a decent size team from DV. Para kami magpi-field trip sa London.
Oo nga. That's exciting. It's exciting. And you're doing it at the Philippine Embassy with the blessings or in partnership with the embassy. So maganda yan, no? And itong project nyo, you were talking about that, these things, as di ba nga na, and everybody liked it. Ronald Sipat, yung mga kaibigan natin, may project palang mangyayari sa embassy, no? So we're glad na this is happening. So a lot of people will get to see you, especially yung mga taong who would love to see you in person finally, no? At plus they can bring a friend or they themselves, no? Pwede silang magtanong kung meron silang mga bagay-bagay na legal things na gusto nilang malaman, maliwanagan sa iyo, no? Sa inyo dito sa UK. Okay, attorney, we're gonna have a short break and then when we come back, yung topic na dinidiscuss mo, ano yung tips mo nga pala, Direk, ano ba yung tips natin?
Very briefly, 5 tips lang po to kasi may legal clinic tayo, may free legal consultation tayo. So this is a general practical tips. When you're about to have a legal consultation, sinasabi ba, I'm worried about cost or kahit free man yan, you want to make sure you make the most out of 30 minutes. Ito yung mga tips ko para sa mga clients or sa Filipino community natin. When you're about to have a meeting with your lawyer, how can you make the most out of that? How can you maximize that time na makuha mo yung objective mo, whether that's advice or your practical or academic advice man. So very simple, 5 practical tips.
Okay, all right. So ito na tayo. So to formalize it, ito yung ating bumper dito sa ating no? Okay. Okay, right.
Yan ata.
Okay, Okay, hindi ko okay, right, mamaya pala sa Q&A. Okay, anyway, so sige, attorney, so ito na yung tips for getting the most out of your legal consultation. We're gonna have a short break, guys. Huwag ko kayong alas. Pagbalik natin, didiscuss ni attorney to, no? Para sa lalo na kung kayo darating sa Sabado, no? Or just phone you wanna consult any lawyer in general, no? At nais ninyo mag-consult, no? Anong dapat na gawin? How to get the most out of it, no? Take it away, Direk.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O, ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
%, all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mana, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS. Harassment? O baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo? Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at 2nd floor, Howard House, St. John Street, Bedford, MK42 0DJ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Tapos na niluluto ko Meron ka pa. Paborito ko yan.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating program. Happy Tuesday ho sa inyong lahat, no? Legal Advice Corner. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN. At syempre, kasama natin yung ating pinakamamahal na abogada. Walang iba kundi si Attorney DANNA QUINTO. Attorney, good evening once again sa iyo, no? Good evening.
Good evening everyone. Good evening sa mga ka-RSB, SRB, Social Road Bubble natin. Mr. LARAGAN, welcome back to the show.
Oh, we're so proud of you. Imagine, no, si Conjen, no, and you've tied up itong serbisyong gagawin ninyo, no, sa ating mga kababayan on Saturday, no. So yeah, we're excited, no. You have the whole team at encompassing, maski pwedeng pag-usapan, no, on Saturday. Okay, ito na tayo sa topic natin, tips for getting the most out of your legal consultation. So sige, take it away, attorney.
Yes, this topic is not just for the upcoming legal clinic on Saturday, 12th of March, but generally, when you're having a meeting with your lawyer, when you booked a consultation, whether free man yan or you're paying for it, you want to make the most out of it. You want to get the most value out of it. So this is from a lawyer's point of view. What we think will help us be more efficient, will help us be able to give the advice in a very receptive manner for the client. So, 5 lang po to, practical advice, 5 practical advice today. So the first one is, if you want to book, first of all, book it at the time when you can concentrate most. So that's the reason why when someone books a consultation with me, whether whether free man yan or it's one of those yung formal meeting na, I always ask, look, what's suitable time for you? Kasi hindi naman safe kung habang nagda-drive ka, we're talking about your matter and it's getting you upset. Halimbawa, divorce man yan, so nagda-drive. I always ask the client, please, either pull up on the road or tawagan na lang kita pag hindi ka nagda-drive. Also, sometimes, may mga instances na andun sila sa work, so hindi nila masabi yung gusto nilang sabihin kasi they might be sensitive information dun sa sasabihin, papasa nila na information sa lawyer nila. If at all possible, alam naman natin na yung mga buhay-buhay natin ay very busy, very hectic these days. So, if at all possible, book it at the time na may privacy ka. You've got full concentration. You can sit down. You can really digest kung ano yung ibibigay na advice sa'yo. In the old days, we see the client face to face. These days, may mga Zoom meeting, may mga phone calls. So we've got all of this medium now. But still, most lawyers would say, pag sinabi mo, look, I can't do that, most lawyers would try as much as they can, if at all possible, na mag-meet kayo or you pick a date na conducive para dun sa client. Kasi hindi rin makukuha ng client yung advice if they're a bit distracted or hindi sila makapag-concentrate or they can't say everything to you. That is actually quite pertinent, lalo na sa divorce or about to be divorced. We always ask the client, my first thing to say, kapag divorce, alam ko matrimonial client, this is such an important thing in terms of, being discreet. Sasabihin ko, is this a good time to talk? Kasi minsan, they're still living together and ayaw niyang marinig na tumawag pala siya sa abogado. And I try not to call the landline as well. We always like to call the personal mobile. And I try to make sure na, preserve yung confidentiality ko with the client. So very, very important to get the timing of the booking right na sakto po para sa inyo. Second, it really does help if you can please prepare a short case summary. Hindi naman kailangan, perfect English o kompleto yan. As long as may notes ka, may cliff notes ka kung ano yung summary ng case mo, chronology, short chronology, kung ano man yung para sa'yo easy, para sa'yo madaling i-follow, as well as prepare your questions ahead of time. So you've got that, you've got kung ano yung problema mo, you've got the chronology, ano nangyari, timeline, and you've got your questions ready. So that when you're there, and minsan, this helps. I find that this is helpful, especially kung emotionally very, very, very high or very emotionally tense yung isang situation, divorces or a separation or a contact problem, a children contact problem. It's a way for the clients to come back to their thoughts. Halimbawa, they become very emotional. After a while, they can say, oh, actually, I want to ask. Hindi nila malilimutan yung mga sinabi nila na, I need to ask the lawyer about this. So they're ready with their questions. They're ready with the chronology. They're ready with the case summary. Because as I've said before, I always ask the client, what happened? That's the first thing that I ask. What is this? What happened? And from there on, at some point, I will ask the client, do you have any other questions? So you might have those particular questions in mind. And minsan pag overwhelmed tayo sa emotions, nakakalimutan natin. Best to write it down. Next, this is the third one. I always say this sa mga legal advice episodes natin and sessions. Please gather as much evidence as you can before you go to the meeting. So kung face-to-face man yan, you can send it via email ahead of time, screenshot man yan, document man yan, email man yan, it's in your email. Please forward it ahead of time. Ako personally, I like reading it. I like preparing for my meetings, whatever time in the morning, in the morning or in the afternoon the meeting is. I've got my quiet time before 9 a.m. So I work quite early. So I look at my meetings for the day and I try to prepare for the meetings for the day. So if I have the information ahead of time, it sets me up that when I sit down straight away at the meeting or when I take the phone call, I'm ready. I've been briefed as much as I can. I've done my law checks or fact checking if I need to, and I may be able to be ready with the questions I need to ask the client as well. So that means efficient ang paggamit namin sa oras. So that really works. And I always ask the client as well, even if, they send me an email. That's the reason po, why I say, send me an email. Kasi mas madali. Kasi it may be that before we schedule you to a meeting or free consultation, I may ask you certain documents ahead of time or for you to send to me before the consultation. It's just a better, efficient way of managing the case. So if you have any issues at the moment, if you have any legal concerns, panahon na po para i-gather nyo yung evidence nyo. As you go along with the case, you keep gathering that. You may have a folder in your laptop or meron kang physical folder at home, because if you do go to court, meron po kami tinatawag na disclosure stage. You have to disclose all of this. So it's more efficient if you keep it in one place and you just give it to your solicitor or to your lawyer. Next, fourth one is you can take down notes during meetings. That's fine with me. I actually really like it when my client takes down notes, and I will ask them, do you have a paper and pen handy? Because I might refer them to a certain website. Minsan, habang nag-uusap kami sa telephone or sa Zoom, I might send them an email and say, oh, look at this. I've sent you something. Sometimes they would ask me, Attorney Dana, would it be okay to take down notes? Because sometimes they might say, I want to consult with my family, or I want to review it later so I can digest it fully. Kasi makikinig lang muna siya sa advice in the first instance. And maybe habang nagtitake down notes ka, maybe dun mo, yun din yung mga thoughts mo, you can put it down. So it's very good for me. I actually really like it if my client takes down notes. Saying that, the number 5 advice is for your clients to ask their lawyers. You can ask for a summary of the advice. So kung ayaw mo mag-take down, kasi take down ng notes, because it's a divorce, it's a separation, you're feeling emotional, medyo sensitive yung topic, you can ask your solicitor for a summary of the advice. I actually like doing that para klaro kung ano yung sinabi ko na advice, even after the telephone conversation. Not necessarily for all. If it's just an inquiry, na binigay mo naman yung a general action plan, but mostly in formal instructions na we are there as the representatives, we are under a duty to clarify the advice that we are giving. And I'd rather that it is clear than it is not clear. So, when you're my client, after a telephone call, I normally follow it up with a confirmation, especially if it's an important advice. This is the advice further to a telephone conversation. Can I please get your approval for the next step? So I may be giving you your options, what to do next, and I need your written approval on what you would like to choose in terms of your route moving forward. So it's always good to have that in writing para, when you're going to think about the decision, you can refer back to those notes. Most of these correspondence happen by email now. So I mainly use email. Very rarely clients would say, please, can you send only by post? But email is the most siguro standard form of communications nowadays. So I'm a big fan of email. I'm a big user of email. I email a ping pong email. I also send the client what I receive from the other side, so they are well aware of what's happening. Read it and see the summary of the advice and refer to it later on, so that hindi mo na kailangan tanungin uli yung abogado mo, ano nga ba yung advice mo? You can just look at your email and see, so that was it. That was what was said beforehand. So those are 5 practical tips. It's all very practical. It really does help. From my experience, that little case summary that the client gives, a little chronology, giving me advanced information ahead of time, it gives me that, extra preparation. I really like that. For me as a lawyer, I like turning up at my meetings prepared. I like being able to research a little bit ahead of time what's happening. It's fine if it doesn't happen. May mga times impromptu talaga yung advice. They will simply turn up and para kaming, extemporaneous ang advice. That's all okay as well. But in order to get the most out of your legal consultation, if you follow these 5 practical tips, that would, in my opinion, be very, very helpful.
Can you name them one by one again? So, case summary, attorney, case summary, number 2,
the first
chronology events. Okay.
No, the first one is book it at the time na makaka-concentrate ka. So, book it at receptive. Yung time na you're not driving, yung talagang makakaupo ka at makaka-concentrate ka sa advice. So, that's the first one. Because I've had in the past clients na naririnig ko sa likod na nasa work pala siya and then we're talking about divorce. Or minsan, lalo na sa divorce, you really need a private time and a private place to talk about it. So that's most helpful. Second, prepare a case summary, chronology, as well as your questions. Third is gather your evidence ahead of time, forward it to your lawyer. Fourth is take down notes as you are receiving the advice. You can take down notes, it's fine. Pero kung hindi talaga kaya, kung talagang emotionally supercharged yung sitwasyon, you go ask your solicitor, your lawyer for the summary of advice. They should give it to you anyway, but you can ask them for summary of the advice so that you have that and you can refer to that in the future.
Ayan. Okay. So, taking down notes, no? Tapos yung emailing na talaga ngayon, no? Kukunti lang yung mga client na they prefer to be by post, no? Postal, no? So, okay.
The reason for that, Mr. Laragan, is it really shortens the time period for approval. So may mga, especially offers, I need the client to look at it very carefully. Big letters, I need the client to approve it. If I send it by email, alam ko na after a few hours that it's approved. If I send it by post, siguro 2 araw ko pa bago makuha yung approval ng client ko. So it really does help. It really does help the emails.
Okay. Tama nga naman yan. They have to be concentrated, no? Yung number 1 tip mo. Kasi kung baka namamalengke pa siya, nag-grocery, hindi makapag-concentrate. So, it has to be meron time talaga na maganda ang setting, no? Oo. Case summary. So, okay to. Case summary, yung chronology of events. Wala namang format yan. Basta whatever they can remember, write it down. No? Bahala ka na. You can make sense out of it, no? Heads and tails of whatever they're writing, no?
And yung questions din po nila kung may specific question, not necessarily advice, but minsan yung mga tao, there's something that's really nagging at them. And write those down kasi minsan nakakalimutan talaga ng mga clients kasi nga na-overwhelm ng emotion, na-overwhelm ng annoyance nila about the situation. So if they've got those questions in front of them, they can refer back to it. They can make sure na lahat na natanong nila, na gusto nilang tanungin, ay natanong nila. The number of times my client would say, there's something I want to ask you but I've forgotten about it kasi nga na ano na sila na nagulantang na sila dun sa pag reiterate nila, pagkwento nila ng problema nila. So that's the reason why I always say put down your questions. If you can't remember them, then you can refer to it and say, oh, attorney, may mga 4 na questions ako dito, can I ask you this?
Okay. Okay. Si Lawrence Alcazar nagtatanong na natalakay na po ba yung will writing? Yan, salamat po.
Salamat.
Mm.
I'm not a will writer, Lawrence, hindi yun yung ano ko, hindi yun yung specialization ko. That's another entire area. Although we all lawyers know how to do a will. We've done some probate. That is Farida, one of our trainee solicitors, very broadly speaking, talked about it, and LPA. We can do a refresher course, and maybe with Phil Willens, yung sinasabi kong consultant, who was also a lawyer for 50 years. He's still a lawyer, but he's not practicing now. He did a lot of will writing in his day. So we'll take that as a feedback na yan ang isa sa gusto nating topic in the future.
Sa bagay, dito talaga ano yan, attorney, di ba? Merong ano yan merong malaking bagay yung will writing meron yata magko-consult yata sa iyo dahil ang nangyari, he had this parang lover, a partner, and then nadala siya rito sa UK as para maging student on a student visa, on a student visa, ginastos sa nung guy, may edad na, no? Tapos binahay siya, meron siyang tinitira, binabayaran ng lalaki, magkasama sila sekreto, hindi alam ng mga friends. But when he died, nakabili pa ng property yata sa Cebu. Ang property, di ba meron parang ano ba tawag dito, yung so meron executor, di ba? Ano ba yan? Ano pa ba meron? Executor at saka may special power of attorney. But anyway, siguro sa ano lang siguro pagka nagtanong na siya, no? Nanonood yata siguro siya.
Just to clarify that, so will writing is non-contentious, but if wills and probate issues become problematic, it goes under my department, which is litigation. So I deal with the problems after. So I deal exactly with like that. If somebody may potentially have a claim as a dependent of the estate because they were maintained by the deceased shortly before his or her death. That's a claim under the Inheritance Provision for Dependents Act 1975. That's something that we can potentially do, but I think it's best to talk about it in private. These things they tend to be a bit sensitive, so email us or call us. We'll flash the email address later. Well, and then we'll organize a suitable time for you and I to talk para conducive.
Or they can turn up also on They can turn up on Saturday, no? Sa legal clinic. Okay. Yeah. All right. So ayan, si Lawrence Alcazar, matagal na natin di nadidinig to, parang biglang nabuhay, no? Para sa bagay, malapit na Holy Week, no? Tapos biglang pagpasko ng pagkabuhay. Okay, so may mga questions, ano direct, sige, ano ba yung, ano mo? Okay, alright, okay, so yeah, alright, sige, mamaya na itong mga pagbati. May question tayo, sige, go right ahead, direct sa ating, bumper. Okay,
wow, good evening.
Akala ko may bumper tayo muna. Okay, go. Ayan, yung ating bumper. May bumper muna. Okay. Ayan. May question dito, attorney. Ayan. Okay, sige.
Basahin ko na.
Sige, attorney.
Attorney DANNA and Sir Sonny, may I ask kung ano-ano po ang kailangan ko para makapag-file ng spousal maintenance and also makapag-file ng case which is bigamy. My husband lives with another woman. We are legally married for 12 years. I was abandoned and neglected without any financial support. Hope you can give me advice. Thank you, Jen A. Jen, I'm going to...
Walang bigamy, di ba, attorney?
I'm just
Wala
going to
rito.
deconstruct yung question mo. The first thing is, I always say tatlo yung elements ng divorce. The first one is getting a divorce in itself. The second one is the finances, and the third one is children. So I don't know kung may children kayo, but hindi siya nag-appear sa question mo, so I'm going to park that aside for a moment. In terms of spousal maintenance, that is under the finances. So I'm going to ask you a couple of things if we're going to do a legal consultation. And also, in respect of bigamy, the fact that your husband just lives with another woman, that's not necessarily bigamy here. Potentially, you can call it adultery, but that wouldn't have any impact on the finances on the financial division of the property or of your financial dispute resolution as husband and wife. That's one of the probably unique feature ng UK law kumpara sa English law. We don't even normally use adultery as a divorce petition. A lot of lawyers can attest to that. The reason being is that you have to provide evidence. It's very hard to get evidence. We use, I think in yours, I don't know how long you've been separated, but we use other grounds, such as unreasonable behavior, and we can recite yung allegation of affair or yung affair doon sa unreasonable behavior. So it's a bit of a technicality. You have two issues there. The fact that you want to probably start a divorce proceedings and the financial proceedings. Financial proceedings is not as straightforward as we ask spousal maintenance straight away. Both parties would have to engage in financial disclosures, and only until then can I give a full advice kung ano yung potentially pwedeng maklaim ng isang party. So I think it's worth a conversation, Jan. I will flash my email address later on. We give free 30-minute consultation or may legal clinic kami on Saturday. I think it's going to be a very good case for a legal consultation, whether by us directly or by Saturday's event. But yes, there is. I think there's something in there, but you need full advice, and I think I need more information from you as well. Okay.
Okay, right. Ayan. So, ayan, wala na. So it could be the reason, no? Parang gagawing reason lang yung whatever, yung adultery or whatever, no? Pero hindi siya yung talaga, parang i-justify yung behavior, attorney, kanina sabi mo?
Unreasonable behavior.
Unreasonable behavior.
We're not necessarily going to use adultery. Very rarely. We don't, because hindi magiging positive, hindi magiging constructive para sa iyo, Jen, na you'll spend lawyers' fees on proving adultery kung kaya namang makakuha ka ng divorce under unreasonable behavior, which is you can cite na inamando na ka, you can cite na neglect, you can cite you weren't given X, Y, and Z, and you can cite that there was an affair. You can all cite it there. However, unlikely, it depends, but it's very, very rare that those circumstances will have an effect on some other issue, which is the finances. This is unlike the Philippines, which is ang adultery at bigamy. From what I've heard, because I'm not, I'm not licensed to practice in the Philippines. From what I've heard, may impact yun sa finances. Dito sa UK, I can tell you directly, unlikely. Unlikely na may impact yun, but saying that there is a wider way of looking at the matrimonial division of matrimonial finances, and that's where we need to sit down, have a chat, get some information about, assets nyo as a family, and I can give you a particular advice as to whether this is a candidate for spousal maintenance and other property adjustment orders that may potentially affect you both.
Okay, all right. Yes, all right. So meron tayong second question. No? May second question tayo. Direct, sige, okay, yung question na yan. Let's go. Okay, attorney, pakibasa lang. Okay, hinintay lang natin. Ayan. All right. Okay, ayan.
Lord.
Si
Good
Lord.
evening, Attorney Donna. Answer Sonny. I'm asking this question to help my friend. So yes, to help a friend. She is married to a British and meron po silang dalawang anak. Gusto na rin po niya makalaya sa asawa niya at syempre sa kanya mapunta yung dalawang bata. Ano po kaya yung best na magagawa niya? Wala po kasi siyang idea. At natakot po siyang hindi sa kanya mapunta ang mga anak niya. Thank you in advance for the advice. Lore. Lore,
yes.
we'll just focus on the children. As I've said, I'll start with my advice kasi ito yung full advice. When you separate in the UK, you have three categories you have to deal with. The divorce in itself, or if you want to divorce, right, the divorce in itself, the finances, and the children. So children muna kasi yun ang tinatanong dito. The starting point of the court is it's in the best interest of the children to have a positive relationship with both parents, unless you can prove otherwise. So dito, very simple lang law, very direct ang criteria when the court is making an order. What is in the best interest of the children? And it's unlikely na i-alienate yung isang, it's very unusual unless may safeguarding na risk yung isang magulang. Kumbaga may masamang nadudulot yung isang magulang sa buhay ng mga bata. The court is really expecting both parents to deal with it amicably. Pag-usapan nila. Dahil it will fall down on two things. What can they agree in and what can realistically happen? Who is working which days? You know, father, ano ba yung normally, you know, what works in terms of the dynamics of their lives? And if there are any safeguarding issues relating to that. There is no automatic na main carer or custody dahil nanay ka or dahil hindi ka British. There's nothing like that. Normally, it's just because sino yung natural na main carer ng bata ngayon. So when I would have a legal consultation, when I get to have a legal consultation with your friend, I'm gonna ask her kung ano yung setup ngayon, ano yung proposal niya. Kung sasabihin niya, I want to be the main carer, I will ask her, possible ba yan? Ano work mo? You know, can you set up realistically the proposals for taking care of the children, of the two children, given your day-to-day life? And what is your proposal for the other parent to have contact with the children? So it's also important to keep that in mind, because unless you can prove na masama yung impluensya or may safeguarding risk, hindi lang yung masamang impluensya, we call it safeguarding risk. That's the technical term that we use. Yung kabilang parent dun sa bata, then, you know, unless you can prove that the starting point, the point of the court is it's good to have both parents to be present sa buhay ng bata. So, wag matakot. You know, wag matakot. The law in the UK really underlines a positive relationship with both parents with children, with all the children. But also, it's important to know practical information about this family. So, you know, when I will give my email and my number. And before we'll set up a suitable time or sa legal clinic man sa Sabado, I'm gonna ask those questions. Ano setup ngayon? Anong proposal natin? Bakit natin sasabihin, kaya namin maging main carer? Kasi ito ang timing ng work namin, ito ang timing, we'll pick up the children here, we'll drop them off to school here, we'll do the extracurriculars here, and the father or the other spouse can have contact on these days. We're getting down to practical proposals. Okay? So I hope you pass that on to your friend. I'm happy to have a chat with her. It doesn't matter kung ano man yung, the court doesn't look at race, the court doesn't even look at yung sex, mother, father. It doesn't discriminate like that here. Walang automatic na, no, it's about practical proposals.
Oh, at saka ang priority talaga, kids di ba? So sabi mo, may finances,
Exactly.
may kids, may ganyan ko ang mga pinag-uusapan, may mga components yan, no? Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I guess, sige, okay na yun, no? So thank you for the questions.
Maganda yung tanong ngayon. I really like the questions today. Very, these are the type of questions that we do get normally on a day-to-day basis. And when they ask questions, actually yung answer depends on the further questions that we'll ask the client, and that's the reason why we like setting up a full consultation, or at least getting to know them, getting to know yung details ng case. We can only give general guidance on this show, and the reason being is yung yung law mag-a-apply differently to each circumstances, to different circumstances, different dynamics ng family, different facts of the case, it will apply differently. So these are general principles. You will benefit, from a specific advice. You really will benefit. And we have opened our doors as TV solicitors in conjunction with Philippine Embassy on Saturday. But even after that, we can still arrange something. Ang good thing sa Saturday is Sabado siya, non-working day. So normally, nagbibigay lang kami advice during working day, weekday. But that's quite special kasi Saturday siya. But even after that, please arrange. We can arrange a free consultation with you, and we can give that specific advice for you as much as we can. Given early case pa most of these questions, but I like the questions today. I really enjoy that.
Good. And also, kagandahan ho niyan, kunyari may mga issues kayo, questions kayo, it's really nice actually to have a Pinoy na lawyer, no, who understands your language, lahat, no? Of course, English yan, pagka diniscuss mo sa mga judges dito or sa mga kung anong rito, it has to be in English, no? Pero yun nga, maganda talaga yung nakaka-relate kayo. So, pwede nyo makwento ng hindi ka lost in, ano ba yun, di ba? Mag-struggle ka pa to explain, kunyari, kung abogado mo, English, di ba? Pero, at least kung ikaw, kausap nila, mas madaling maintindihan, madaling mo rin maipapaliwanag sa kanila. Di ba? Kung anong dapat nilang gawin. Oo. Tsaka, eye-opener din sa akin yan, yung bigamy, yung mga adultery, hindi walang ano rito, walang weight. So hindi porke nangaliwa yung kabilang partido, you have a better right, mas magandang say wala kayong kids, no? At magdi-divorce kayo. Yung para bang yung nangaliwa nasa lesser inferior yung kanyang position, hindi rito, di ba? Attorney, hindi wala yon. Wala rito. May history yata yan, nabasa ko yata because of the olden times, yung mga lords, yung mga kung ano-ano na-involve sa ganyan, mga bigamy, adultery, kaya they had, syempre, powerful sila, they were able to take that out, no? Unlike sa Philippines, tama yung sinabi mo, yan, merong mas ang parusa ng babae kaysa sa lalaki, no? Because the rationale behind that is, baka ipasok mo yung anak ng ibang lalaki sa loob ng, dahil i-maintain mo, pag-aaralin mo, palalakihin mo, samantala anak pala ng ibang lalaki. So, yung babae, has or meets ba tama a higher penalty, di ba, is meted a higher penalty, a higher parusa. Okay, good. Yan ang mga questions. Okay yan, maganda yung ating mga questions for tonight, no?
Good, very good questions, and we enjoy those questions. Medyo we got meaty questions kasi we konting there's a lot of things in there na we can work with. There's information that we can work with, although kailangan pa namin ng extra information. So that's the reason why specific advice would be actually very good as well.
Okay, some greetings dito, yung mga pahabol pa natin greetings sa Benjamin Eclarin. Ayan.
Yes.
Happy Women's Day po sa inyo at Attorney DANNA Quinto. Ayan.
Yeah. Thank you, Benjamin.
Mabuhay ka, no? Uy, si Virginia Elona. Eto, pwede na mag-travel to sa Europe. So, Virginia, yung sinasabi mong lunch natin or whatever dito, you have to come over, no? Ayan. Ang sabi ni Virginia Elona, greetings with love and prayers from Gothenburg, Sweden. Mabuhay ka, no? Sana'y okay ka riyan sa Sweden, no? Sino to? Cherry Bell.
Virginia Elona pa rin, yeah.
Virginia Elona pa rin. Early greetings of a happy, healthy spring. Springtime na, attorney, yung mga puno na, di ba? Walang nakikita ko may namumukadkad ng konti, eh. Nakakita na ako ng green sa mga, di ba, walang leaves yan. Pero may namumukadkad na, eh. So, this
malamig pa rin po, eh. Malamig pa rin kanina, malamig pa rin.
1 degree, 2 degrees, kanina umaga. Around 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 1 degree, 2 degrees, no? Napakalamig, grabe. Okay, sino to? Okay. Sige.
Cherry Bell.
Si Nancy Amores yata dapat. Cherry Bell, yan. Cherry Bell, magandang gabi po sa inyo. Cherry Bell, mabuhay. Igarta, no? Naka-Lithuania siya. Lithuania. ano pa?
Ukraine.
Ukraine, oh, love Ukraine. Oh, nga naman. Sana matapos na yan, attorney, no, itong sa Ukraine. Kasi lahat apektado tayo, yung ating gas prices, prices ng pagkain, lahat maapektuhan eh.
That's right.
Energy
Talaga.
prices, lahat maapektuhan. Ayan, okay, sino to? Nancy Amores Nicole, hello from Scotland, Attorney Dana, and Sonny watching from PRUK. Okay.
Si Ma'am Emmeline nag-greet ata kanina. We skipped it. So I don't want to miss Tita Emmeline Rafael.
Yes.
Good evening.
Si Emmeline, you're coming over yata Sunday, no? Di ba? Pagkakalam ko, pupunta siya
Saturday
para
po. Saturday.
Sunday
No,
tuloy,
he's
Sunday.
there.
Sorry. Paulit-ulit ako. Saturday ho, sa Sabado. Saturday. Yeah, sorry.
Wala silang
My
makita
apologies.
doon sa Sunday.
Oo, si
Nakabalik na
Cora
kami sa
Carsola,
Bedford.
Emmeline Rafael. Ando no tayo. That's 9 to 12. Morning ho tayo. Pupunta tayo ron.
9 to 5 p.m. po.
9 to 5. 9 to so 9 to 5. Ayan, 9 to 5 is Saturday, March 12 ho. Ayan, ang March 12 ay Sabado. But laging sinasabi ko Sunday, no? At saka ano. Okay, okay, happy Women's Day to all. Uy, sa mga babae, no? Sa mga kababaihan, mabuhay kayo. Emmeline Rafael, Ma'am Cora Carsola, Marian Garil sa Paner, Miss Vargas, lahat to, no? Lahat ng mga binabati natin.
Everyone,
Mabuhay
happy
kayo.
International Women's Day.
Ayan. Okay, attorney, baka meron kang mga pahabol na baka nakaligtaan mong gusto mo i-announce, no? May mga shoutouts ka, and of course, how to get hold of you, no? Get in touch with you. Kung sakaling may mga questions sila, no? Go right ahead, please, attorney.
I just want to say thank you kay Conjen Renita and the rest of her team, Vice Consul Bea, Labor Attaché Amy Reyes. They've been absolutely brilliant. Kita-kita ko talaga. Because as Conjen Renita says, we in the background, we've worked together kung ano yung matutulong namin sa komunidad natin. And mostly, urgent cases. Nakita ko din talaga yung malasakit sa Pilipino. And it's nice to be a part of this event on Saturday for my colleagues to be able to hindi man sila Pilipino but to take part as well. To them, thank you. Maraming salamat kasi kung hindi mag-isa lang din siguro ako doon. And we couldn't entertain more. So the fact na yung mga colleagues ko are coming, I think I owe it to them how we can serve a bit more people on Saturday. So the Philippine Embassy team, maraming salamat po for organizing the legal clinic on Saturday. That's 12th of March from 9 to 5 p.m. It's not just litigation, not just family, but also immigration, probate issues, employment matters. So quite a wide variety of, we're covering a wide variety of cases. To Mr. Laragan and Direk Pao, thank you so much as usual. Very supportive and sa ating ka-SRB, very, very supportive. It's quite good. Ganda ng mga questions kaya maraming salamat sa mga nagtanong today. I really enjoy it kapag medyo meaty yung question. I think that's quite exciting. Ang email address ko po, because I won't forget yung ating si Kuya Allen ba yun na nagtanong. Kuya Allen Riley na nagtanong ng email address ko. That's d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or 012342251188. Minsan, hindi po masasagot yung call. The reason being is minsan nasa meeting. So please, email me and we can find a suitable time, mutually suitable time for both of us. Convenient para sa inyo. You can concentrate when you're getting the advice to talk about your case. We do free legal consultation as well. So email me. As I've said, kung hindi ko sakop, I would signpost you to someone na specialist dun sa area na yon. But anyway, everyone, sabi nga ni Mr. Laragan, sana matapos na yung kaguluhan sa mundo. Peace, not war. I wish everyone's safe. Siguro yun lang yung wish ko this time around. Kahit ako nagmumuni-muni rin, I read the news. It's a different time. I wish everyone's safety and health, and I hope to see you next week. I hope to see you on Saturday. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Sorry. Bye.
We look forward to seeing, napatay ko yung mic. We look forward to seeing you on Saturday. What time ba? Tinatanong ni Ito, alas 9 hanggang alas 5. Tama ba?
Siguro mga 11, if you come about 11, siguro may break kami noon. I'm giving that. May break kami doon, and I can get out and we can have, we can have chit chat and we can have coffee. And then yung iba towards the end of the day, I think yung iba. In between may mga breaks kami between the legal advice. But from what I gathered, yun yung time. But I have to double check that. Although if you turn up, as I've said, I will try to, in between the legal advice consultations, may break naman.
Attorney, does it start at 9 ba? Ayun bang,
It starts at
9 talaga ang start niya. Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah,
so it starts at 9. So 9
before
o'clock
9.
onwards, no?
Yeah, we'll be there before 9 because we have to set up. But I haven't seen my final schedule yet. I know I know we have a lunch break as well. But as I've said, andun kami to serve, andun kami to give our time that day. So we'll make time. We'll make time. But it would be good for you to email the embassy kasi sila po yung may traffic management that day. So we'll be there anyway.
Yes. Oh, flash yung email address doon sa direct, no, para lang malaman nila. Ayan, legal advice for the following matters. Ito yung consultation director ho, andun ho si attorney, no? For you to secure, nawala ka agad, naminto. Ayan, mga legal advice for the following matters: civil litigation, yan, no? Probate issues, family matters, divorce, finances, children, general immigration, employment matters, no? Ang pwede niyo kontakin, asan yung email address? Ayan, kailangan mag-email ho kayo, no? philippinesinuk.events@gmail.com. Ayan ho. So, ayan, may time pa, no, for this Saturday. Okay, bago tayo magpaalam, gusto ko lang doon ho sa mga boboto, eleksyon na, binanggit ni, ano pangalan to, attorney ni Conjen, na postal voting ho tayo. So, by August, on or before April 9, pagsisimula na ho, pwede na kayong bumoto, pwede nyo nang i-mail back yung inyong boto, no. So yung ating meron ho kaming relative, kababayan, relative, ito yung first cousin ni ni Sol. Si Astra Pimentel, she's running for senator number 51 ho siya sa balota. Kung iboto lang ho natin, no. Nang sa ganun meron tayong OFW, she used to be the executive director of Commission on Filipinos, attorney, yung para sa mga OFWs worldwide, and her last position was undersecretary, for the Department of Energy. Yan, si Astra Pimentel, number 51 sa ating ano ba pangalan ito? Balota. Nakaboto ka naman, attorney?
Hindi pa.
Pero nakarehistro ka ba nito?
The last election hindi ako
Pero rehistrado ka ba for the coming election?
Hindi ako kasi ewan ko kung nakahabol ba ako sa pag-dual citizen.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hindi bale. Okay lang. At least ngayon exciting nga. Diyan sila marami maganda ngayon ang election natin, no? So, actually napabalita mo sa Pilipinas.
I think it's an understanding.
Hindi ko na muna babanggitin.
Controversial.
Hindi na muna, wala tayong hindi natin pag-uusapan muna sa pero yeah, that's coming na, no? So, yung mga yung mga announcement lang din para pahabol din dahil 1 week na lang, March 12 Saturday yung ating legal consultation, legal clinic sa Philippine Embassy in conjunction with the national observance with the National Women's Month ngayong March. So ayan, with Deo Valente solicitors at saka Philippine Embassy. Okay, pero sa 18 ho yung last day kung kung nagbago kayo ng address, kailangan mahabol nyo na sa embassy. Dito yung email, no? Kung ano yung bago ninyong email, londonpe.voting@gmail.com. Gmail ba yun? Gamil? Nagkamali siguro. Nagkabaliktad lang. Nagkabaliktad lang. Gmail ho yan, hindi gamil yan, ha? gmail.com. Ayan, okay. Gmail. So, londonpe.voting kasi hinahabol kasi natin dahil mabilis nagsalita si kanina, si Conjen, So, natin hinabol kaagad natin. So, gmail Ayan, okay. All right, so yan ho, no? 18th of March ang deadline. Well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, no? I hope you had a wonderful time, mga kababayan, no? We had a wonderful time as well. At least nakilala niyo ho yung ating Consul General at naisama ho namin ni attorney dito sa ating Legal Advice Corner. And very sweet, no? Nice smile, ha? At saka mahusay ho siya. Mahusay, no?
Very
And
kind, very kind.
hopefully by the next assignment niya after staying, pagbalik niya pagkatapos ng tour of duty, stays for about, 2 or 3 years sa home office sa Pilipinas, yung DFA, and then they get assigned. And hopefully by the time na i-deploy siya, ambassador na. Diba? So, ayan. Hopefully, sana UK, no? But anyway, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye. So, maraming salamat to sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay dito sa ating program sa sangalan ni Attorney Dana Quinto, ni attorney na pala si Direk Pau, attorney na rin, at saka si Conjen, no? Ranita Rodriguez. Ito po si Sunny Laragang nagsasabing thank you very much so sa inyong walang sawang pagsubaybay. Let's do it again next Tuesday. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye!
Good night. Bye-bye.
Tapos na niluluto ko Ganun mo pa. Paborito ko yan.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you. So you can be there for them.